Hi. So, NPD Series episode 27, Testing and Micro Boundary Violation. The first red flags you are taught to ignore. One of the earliest stages of narcissistic abuse is often so subtle that most people don't recognize it until much later. It's called testing and micro boundary violations. At this stage, nothing feels obviously abusive yet. In fact, many of the behaviors are easier to dismiss. It may start with a joke that feels slightly cruel, followed by relax, I was kidding. A small act of disrespect that leaves you feeling uncomfortable. But you convince yourself that you are overreacting. A boundary you clearly expressed being ignored in a minor way. And each time it happens, the narcissistic person is watching closely. Will you speak up? Will you hold the boundary? Or will you minimize your discomfort to keep the connection? That is what makes this stage so dangerous. The behaviors are small enough to create self-doubt. You tell yourself it's not a big deal. They didn't mean it. I do not want to seem difficult. But these moments matter because healthy people adjust when they realize they have hurt or disrespected you. Someone testing boundaries looks for how much discomfort you will tolerate without consequences. Over time, these violations begin shaping the relationship dynamic. You start overriding your instincts, ignoring your own discomfort, laughing at the things that actually hurt you. And slowly, your boundaries become easier to cross. This is why survivors often say, the red flags were there in the beginning. I just didn't trust myself enough to listen. It's important to understand you were not too sensitive. Your nervous system noticed something before your mind fully understood it. The earliest red flags are rarely dramatic. There are subtle moments where your comfort, feelings, or limits are quietly dismissed and you're conditioned to ignore it. Awareness of these micro boundary violations is powerful because this is where manipulation often begins. Not with obvious abuse, but with small tests that will teach you not to trust your own reactions and responses. Healthy connection feels safe, respectful, and emotionally consistent. You should never have to betray your own comfort to maintain closeness. Remember this. If this resonates, you are not